What's up, people? I'm Alex.
And I'm Topsy.
And we're Sync the Beat Podcast. So, guys, we have some news for you.
Oh, yes, we can finally tell you.
Yes. 3, 2, 1.
We're hosting Black Pride.
Yay. On the community stage, we've got a segment at 1:30 until 2 p.m. on the community stage.
So please join us. We'd love to see your lovely faces there.
We're going to be talking about the impact of LGBTQ artists in the music industry as well.
So it should be a good day out. So come join us. Where's it going to be? Queen Elizabeth Park?
Queen Elizabeth Park, yeah, in
on
Stratford.
Sunday, the 10th of August.
And join us afterwards because we're going to get lit.
We are back with another episode. I feel like so much has gone on in the music world. Don't you think?
Oh, there's been a lot happening.
It's been a roller coaster.
Yeah, it's like just not all over the place. But I feel like everyone is trying to chase that hit of the year.
I don't think we've had a hit of the year
No,
yet.
we haven't.
No.
We haven't. Every year there's like that one massive big song that's just taken over. Like last year was Espresso. This year, I mean, Justin Bieber's tried as well, but
I don't know what his new sound is. So did you listen to that album?
yeah, Swag.
There were so many songs on there and it was like he was doing different genres. And I get it, you're Justin Bieber, you could do whatever the heck you like.
I think he's just trying to have fun and release music that's more aligned with his morals and where he is in his life. He's a dad.
Yeah.
He's married.
Yeah.
He's a Christian. But he's also a mess.
Allegedly.
But in other news, Ozzy Osbourne has died.
Aww.
The frontman of Black Sabbath, which pioneered that heavy rock metal sound in around the world, actually. So literally that, like, it's them, it's Kiss, all of them. So condolences, obviously, to the Osbourne family.
Yeah, Sharon as well.
Yeah, Kelly. Do you remember what she said about Donald Trump? Who's going to be cleaning the toilets, Donald Trump?
So Sharon was on this talk show and there was this girl in a bikini and she said something about Ozzy and it was something disrespectful and Sharon was like, okay, cool. So she pretended she needed to cough. She's like, she got up, went to grab her water. She went and she spat in it and then threw it at the girl. Yeah. And then she's like, don't you ever come for my man. And the comments were like, yeah, you guys forget she's from Brixton.
Yeah, she's from Ends. Like,
yeah, you're lucky she didn't deck you in your face. It was just water or a drink she threw on you.
But then there's also people that will ride for their men.
That's her man. I'ma stick beside him.
And she stuck beside him all his life. Like,
yeah.
Big Brother was the longest time that they've been separated from each other, about 2 to 3 weeks, that she was saying.
Aww, that family's done a lot,
They're the UK Kardashians.
Yes. Before the Kardashians, we had the Osbournes.
The Osbournes. Yep, Jack Osbourne as well, their brother. Yeah, like...
Everyone's just dying.
Everyone. Daddy Lumba, who is a high life artist from Ghana. Let me tell you about Daddy Lumba. At every hall party event, you're going to hear his music. Like, you're going to hear all his songs and you just know it like, oh.
That's
like,
such a Ghanaian song.
Right? See, you even know it. You even know it. That's how mad it is. And you know what? When I read that he died... When I read that he died, I actually shed a tear.
Aww.
Where was I? I think I was on a train. I must have been on a train. But I cried because it reminded me of my dad. And like him taking us to all these parties. And I still remember the layouts of these parties. If I say to my brothers, do you remember the party with the 3 steps? They would know exactly what I'm talking about. And you'd just hear his music. But it's like my dad used to dance to it all the time. Yeah, like it just kind of takes me back to my childhood. And it's amazing that music can do that as well.
Can transport you to a time and place. But I think that is the beauty of music. And I think that's why people love music so much, because it just reminds them of certain situations. Hulk Hogan also died.
Okay.
Did that not remind you of your childhood? Were you not
No, babe, I used to love WWF. Me and my brothers used to make the Stone Cold Steve Austin gilets with massive sheets of A3 paper. I still remember this. Anthony.
Wait, you made
the big one.
gilets with paper?
Yeah. Yeah. Because he wanted to be like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Aww.
Mad, innit? But yeah, Hulk Hogan, we used to have the dolls as well of Hulk Hogan. He was iconic in the WWF world. And I just don't agree with his political alignment.
I did not know he was a Trump supporter.
Mm.
Yeah, he was really riding for Trump, but he looks like, you know, he has that
looks
look
like-
of a Trump supporter.
Of course, come on, honky dory. Like even his daughter is dating a black man. That's probably why he passed. That's what Twitter was saying. Sorry, I didn't say that.
She sent her daddy to an early grave. Wow. But you know, everyone just seems to be passing away.
Yeah.
Eek.
Yeah, that man, the actor as well.
He went swimming and he drowned.
Oh,
He was on
no.
holiday with his daughter and he was on a show with Tracy Ellis Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on holiday. He drowned.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's really
Malcolm
sad.
Jamal Warner from The Cosby Show.
Yeah.
Oh bless. Everyone just be going like that, boy. I don't know what's happening right now. Mercury's in retrograde, that's why.
And Venus moon is rising.
Is it?
I don't know. I just made shit up. I don't know what the heck retrograde means.
Well, it means there's a shift. Like you're supposed to let go of loved ones who treat you bad, let go of trauma, let go of things that don't serve you anymore.
This is like my friend. She used to do when she was like, I'm saved now. But when I used to believe in astrology, she used to leave her rocks in moonlight to cleanse them and improve the chakras and open the third eye.
Yep.
And that's why you have to go out and do this thing called grounding, and you like touch the grass
with your feet.
Yeah, apparently that's the thing that people do.
My friend, she charged a crystal in the moon.
Yeah.
And she had like a really sore throat. She couldn't sing for days.
Yeah.
And she said that she put it to her throat and she felt better. No, I'm not even lying to you.
I think they call this witchcraft.
Because if it ain't, then I don't know what it is. Spiritual? I mean, are we more connected to the earth than we think?
But why are you charging your crystals in moonlight? Isn't moonlight just sunlight reflected off the moon? So why don't you just charge it in the sun?
But then when you think of H2O, just said water, every time the moon came up, that's when they became
mermaids,
possessed. But then they also became mermaids in the moon pool when the moon went over Mako Island. So
the moon
they
used
must
to play
have powers.
that magic moon music.
Magic moon.
And every time the moon was coming over, they played that music.
Yeah. I love them so much.
Oh, Ricky, we need to get out of here. I'm going to turn into a mermaid.
Oh no,
Emma.
Ricky.
I know.
Say no. I love them so much, but maybe the moon does have powers.
An ordinary girl.
Oh, sorry, we did the right key. You know I'm a key queen. 'Cause I'm no ordinary girl. I'm from the deep blue underworld. Fantasy got this power if I just believe. Just believe.
All right, let's move on.
Iconic.
Memories.
How did we go from Hulk Hogan, Daddy Lumber, Ozzy Osbourne to H2O?
Let's bring it back to the episode. Right, our babes.
Who's our babes?
Leanne.
Oh, okay. So this isn't like the full episode, by the way. We're still in the opening.
Yeah, we just want to mention, we can't do this episode without mentioning our babes, Leanne. Our good sis, Leanne, has released a new song.
Has indeed.
Been a minute. And
Absolutely.
It's been a minute.
Yep, it's been a minute.
She had us gagging for it with the promo. And I thought the promo was really good. I liked the little snippets that she dropped for it. And I liked the music video as well. Good dancing. Good storyline.
Examples Work by Masters at Work, which is one of the iconic songs in Caribbean dancehall culture. Put your back in it, just a little more. Just, you know what the song is, no matter where you hear it, and you're going to be brucking your back and winding your waist. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's a very, very clever example. I don't think she could have come back without having something so iconic associated with the track. If that kind of makes sense.
As in, she had to use an iconic sample to kind of get people
listening. Like, oh, what song is this? Do you know what I mean? Like the beat reminds me of Drake. Drake could do that.
Do you know what? The music video is actually giving me Drake and Rihanna work. Yeah.
Sweaty Caribbean party vibes. And that's exactly what she wanted to do. She wanted a sweaty, sexy sort of party, just where everyone is just set free and just having a good time. And this is her first release as an independent artist. She has left Warner record label and she's now distributing her music through Virgin Music Group. So she's been owning all her songs anyway, because her company is called Made in the 90s. That's her own record label.
Okay,
she just
fine.
licenses the music.
To the bigger record labels.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very smart. Listen, when you've been in the industry, you need to learn the tips and tricks, otherwise you'll get taken advantage of. I think that's interesting because on the last episode we spoke about they didn't really know where to place her and whether she was leaning into her black side or whether she I think she knew, but it's obviously when you're in a girl group you kind of have to toe the line of whatever they're putting the record label in. So she wasn't able to lean into it as much. But I think great, you're independent, you can do whatever you like. Good for her.
Well, you can't lean into it that much when you're in a pop group. Look at Mel B from Spice Girls, Keisha Buchanan from Sugar Babes, Shaznay Lewis from All Saints.
Yeah, because you're a girl group, so you have to have some level of uniformity.
So yeah, keep going, girl. We are here to talk about K-pop. We had to do a lot of research on this because if we got anything wrong, I know the K-pop fans will kill us.
Yeah, I'll be completely honest. I'd never really delved into the world of K-pop. Obviously, I know as a genre it exists, but aside from BTS and BLACKPINK, I didn't really know too much else about it. So I actually really enjoyed preparing for this episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you find that you enjoyed?
I appreciated their work ethic. So I think a lot of people underestimate what goes into being a successful artist, especially in that K-pop genre. Because with the era of social media, anybody can wake up, put a song on TikTok and go viral and suddenly they're an artist, which is great. I'm not against that. But this really goes back to those boot camp styles of all your moves need to be clean, your vocals need to be clean, you need to keep repeating it until it's clean. So I appreciate what it is that these artists do.
They're very meticulous with their training, very vigorous as well. Everything has to be very, very precise and very perfect, very clean, very sharp. There's no room for, I'd say, individuality per se, which I don't think is a bad thing.
Well, okay, well,
because they're quite uniform, your group.
Yeah, but I find what one thing they do with K-pop artists is everybody has a stereotype. So within the group, so you're cohesive, but there's like the mysterious one, then there's like the geeky one, then there's like the young one, like
similar there's a hot one.
Yeah, similar to like how Spice Girls did it back in the day. There was Sporty Spice, she was always in a tracksuit. There was Baby Spice, she was always dressed in a cutesy little outfit. Then there was Scary Spice, who was always wearing leopard print.
But calling a black girl scary, guys.
Okay, but do you know what I mean? But they had the stereotypical, and everybody, you fed into that image of what you were, whether that was your personality or not.
Yeah.
Like Victoria Beckham was Posh Spice. I think that was her personality.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, she's a bougie girl.
And then Jerry Halliwell was Ginger Spice.
She's also bad. How can you call the black girl Scary Spice and then the ginger one Ginger Spice? Guys, come on. They wouldn't really be. I don't think it would be accepted today. But they were iconic for their individual styles. And yes, you identified with one of the girls. If you had to pick one of the Spice Girls you identified with, who would it be?
Well, Scary Spice. She was the only black one. She was the only black one.
That's interesting.
But I think what K-pop has done is they've taken those stereotypes and they run with it. And for some reason, the world loves it. And it's interesting when you compare that with Western cultures, because in Western bands, they've kind of moved away from those stereotypical, we're going to have the hot one, we're going to have this one. Everybody's just allowed to be whoever they want to be in bands. And I find it's very interesting how one side of the world has moved away from that and the other side of the world has embraced it.
And I think they should embrace it more. If you're part of a group, look like you're in a group. What I don't like is in more Western groups where, let's say, there's a group of 5 and 4 of them are matching. One of them has a different kind of colour palette. I think look cohesive with your colours. Look cohesive with the way you dress. Destiny's Child did it well. Tina Knowles made their outfits. And yes, Beyonce always got the best outfits, but they always looked cohesive. And cohesion, I think, is very important into making a band really, really successful. And that's where K-pop artists and the K-pop labels do really, really well in pushing groups because they look uniform.
But do you know of this group called Pretty Much
Yes.
in America, the
Yes.
young boy
Yeah.
group? I don't think they've ever worn the same outfits. Everybody's just themselves. They don't look cohesive. And I think that's where American bands, that's what they're leaning towards. Like Western bands, they're leaning to this. We don't want uniform conformity. We want everybody to look like an individual.
Back in the day, they used to look uniform.
Yeah, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, they used to do that. And that's what I'm saying.
To the end
Boys to Men.
Boys to Men, they look cohesive.
Yeah, so it's interesting how it's done a complete flip. I've had thoughts about this. And you know how we say the music industry, they see you as a product? In K-pop, you're not a person, you are a product. And the amount of effort and money because you know these boot camps, you're fed, you're clothed, you're driven to all your training sessions. If you have doctor's appointments, it comes out of their pocket. So you're their investment. You can't be out here doing all kinds of nonsense. You do what we tell you to do, and that's it. No questions about it. We're going to make you a star. You better fall in line.
I agree.
You better shut up and fall in line. So, do you know, it's an interesting business model. Do you think it's sustainable?
I think it's very hard on the physical and mental. And if you're not up for the challenge, don't do it because most won't survive. Most don't survive. I don't think that training could apply to anything in the UK because
they'd be screaming. But first of all, Becky's not going to turn up because she's got mental health.
We're not laughing at mental health.
No, I'm joking. But as in somebody would be like, I can't come in today. I just don't feel like it. And what are they going to... They can't beat you.
We're more liberal here and everything is more taken into account. We're more sensitive as well. That training... If they were like, do it again. To be fair, in musical theatre, there are some like choreographers or directors they drill, but they're not thinking of the aspect of making you upset. All they want to see is the product being created. Does that make sense? So like, even me with certain things like in my career, not only just in musical theatre, but even with podcasts, you see how I can be strict. I like to say I've relaxed a bit more, but you know how I'm strict. I'm like, Topsy, no spelling. Topsy, I'm not even thinking about you. I'm literally looking at the business model and how everything should just be perfect and uniform.
But there's a method to the madness because as a performer, sometimes a lot of what you do is muscle memory. So the only way your muscle's going to get the memory is if you repeat it. And sometimes you'll be hitting the moves and you're not even thinking about it. You're just hitting it. And so there is a method to the madness. So it's not a bad thing that they're just like, do it again.
I was listening to the Louis Theroux podcast and his episode of Danny Dyer.
Wait, is in Louis from One Direction? Who's Louis Theroux?
I said Louis Theroux, not Louis Tomlinson.
Who's Louis Theroux?
He's a documentary person. He's a podcaster. You know his face. You know his face. He is just the most silliest man. I love him. He's just so funny.
I don't know who that
Louis
is.
Theroux.
I've never seen that man in my life.
Money don't jiggle.
Oh.
I mean, he's not a rapper, but he took
I know
this.
that. Yeah, I know the video.
He's just so dry humoured. Like, he is hilarious. I've seen him on episodes. Yeah, he's British. He's so funny, Topsy. Like, he's just stupid. But I will send you some episodes. He's actually quite intelligent as well, but he's a really great interviewer. So he had an episode of Danny Dyer, and I was listening to it last night, and Danny Dyer was saying that if you want to become an actor, drill your lines. It's boring. No one wants to do it. It's so dry. It's so boring. But you need to, if you can wake up one day and just recite your lines at any point of the script, then go and enjoy your day. But as an actor, most of us are lazy these days. If you don't go into a room prepared with your lines because you were too lazy to prepare them, you don't want it that much. Drill your fucking lines. And I think that also equates to K-pop sort of structure and methodology. Rehearse, practice. What did Galleria say in Cheetah Girls? Girls, we need to rehearse. Girls, we need to rehearse. Girls, we need to rehearse. And then she tried to leave Barcelona. And all of you three, you came in your pajamas and your flip-flops. Amigas, cheaters, friends for life. Galleria, this is one of the best songs you've ever written. But throughout the whole of the holiday, they weren't checking. One of them was drawing of her mum, drawing of Galleria's mum, Aqua. Chuchi was focusing on her mum's wedding to Luke and being jealous of him. And Dorinda, she got involved with a poor man who lied about being a businessman. There was just a lot going on, but they didn't want to focus on the music and the competition.
Yeah. So if you're interested in more insight into what goes on behind the forming of these K-pop bands, I recommend you watch the Cat's Eye, or the forming of Cat's Eye, the documentary on Netflix.
Popstar Academy.
It's very, very interesting. Do you realize by the end of the show, some of those girls had been there for 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
2 whole years, boot camp training. I also have my own qualms with that show because I'm so sorry. These are young 18. No, one of them was even 15. Yeah, there was one girl.
Yoon isn't even 18 yet. She's in a band.
Yeah, the Asian one.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember how old. At the time, she was 15.
Yeah, she was a baby girl.
So they were brought onto the show under the pretext of you're in an academy, but they didn't tell them that you're going to be on a survival show and you're going to be voted in or out of the band. That I don't think was nice, because at least if you knew what you were entering, you could have at least mentally prepared yourself, because I don't think some of the girls were prepared for that level of competition.
No. They didn't. Half of them didn't even know it was a competition. Like that. They were being publicly ranked. They had to really manage their socials and like make sure that they were as popular as can be, so they showed the management.
Eventually it became a popularity contest. On the TV show, it's interesting seeing how some of the girls were more strong in dancing, where others had better vocal abilities, and it was beautiful watching them grow and try and support each other as a group. But you could also see like the cattiness come out, and sometimes the producers purposely did stuff,
they orchestrated
to
it,
instigate conflict, to make a better show, because
it is a show at the end of the day.
But at least tell them beforehand that, guys, by the way, you're going to be competing with each other, because they were like, we're sisters, we're forming a sisterhood. And then you then have to vote each other out. I think that was so mean when they asked the girls, oh, so who out of the contestants would you want in your girl group if you were going to form one? Yeah. That was so mean. Catty. And some of them didn't get picked.
No.
Yeah.
Manon didn't even get picked.
Yeah.
But I think that whole, it's a TV show. What I respected from it, though, is the fact that they were always put into different groups for each challenge.
Yeah, because they had to see who's going to get on. Like, who will look cohesive as a group.
Who will look good, who sings better, who's the more vocalist, who's the more dancer. And it was apparent who fit where. And I think it also trains you to work with so many different types of people. Because you can work with someone and hate them. You can work with someone and your work ethic ain't the same as theirs.
Yeah.
And you need to be on the same level. You need to see eye to eye or it ain't going to work. And I think having a team see that firsthand, witness it firsthand, I think that is why Cat's Eye are so strong as a group in their early stages. And I can't wait to see how they grow.
Too many cooks in the kitchen can spoil the stew.
It can.
But because they're so managed by their label, I think that will take that out of it. But I'm scared that some of them may drop in their work ethic and it's going to impact the group. Because it happened when Manon was like, oh, I don't want to come to rehearsals, and some of the girls were like, why is she still getting put through? Why is there no repercussions for her? We're here having to work out routines, not knowing if she's going to show up or not.
Because she's that bitch.
No, because
Manon is that girl.
But it's unfair though. It's unfair.
No, it's unfair.
And I understand why they had a bit of an attitude. So now we're in this group. There's no, you can't get out now. What if she decides she's not turning up?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there's been a couple of times where she has been injured, so she misses performances and she misses recordings of promo. So they released a video to a dance visualizer to Gabriella, which is their second single from their new project. And Manon isn't in it. She ain't there because she's injured. And then they also released a visualizer to Game Boy, and Lara was injured, but Lara was in the video pretending like she's playing the game of the girls dancing. She was there. Where was Manon? She could have been sat down in a chair. Gabriella, do something, girl. Like, why are you never there?
I have a feeling that what we saw on the show has continued as the group has gone on.
I don't think the girls don't like Malone.
No, not that they don't like her, but I think there's a clear separation. Because again,
Really?
I think most of the girls that made it into the group, they'd been there from the beginning, so they're naturally gonna have a stronger friendship. And sometimes when you're like, oh, do you know what? I don't really feel well. The girls, like, we get along fine, but we're not really like sisters. You're just not gonna be bothered, and you can use the excuse of I'm ill.
I
They
don't
can't
know
force you
about
to be
that
there.
because I do watch their live streams and stuff, and they're very,
There's
very
chemistry.
close. They have chemistry. I think everything is more management and label and how they view them and how they want to push people into the Western market. And I think that obviously influenced. I mean, that influence isn't new. Look at all the older generation of K-pop groups that have been and gone or are still here. There's Big Bang, there's SNSD, there's 2NE1, there's BTS, BLACKPINK, Stray Kids, Twice, 17. There's plenty of them. And I do think that what we saw through Popstar Academy is probably what they also went through as well.
Oh yeah, because from Big Bang, they're a trio now. There used to be 5. 2 of them have left. So I think it does happen. Groups are always gonna split up. When have you ever known a group to be the same number? No, actually, has any group actually ever stayed the same numbers throughout? Somebody always leaves. Yeah. Or maybe they didn't leave, but when they want to reunite, one person never joins.
All Saints actually were a trio first. It was Melanie Blatt, Shaznay Lewis, and a woman called Simone. Simone passed away years ago, actually, which is really sad. But then the Appleton sisters joined, Nicole and Natalie, and it's always just been them. So I guess I can't really even say them. Atomic Kitten as well.
No, Atomic Kitten changed.
I know, that's what I'm saying. They changed too.
Their lineup, I don't think the ending lineup didn't have any of the originals.
No, there was only one replacement, Jenny. It was Kerry Katona.
Yeah, then Kerry left and they replaced her with Jenny.
Yeah. Maybe there is. I don't know. Maybe there is, but I can't think of the top of my head.
I can't think of any.
But I'm sure there are groups that I've just thought.
What was your first K-pop song or what was your introduction to K-pop?
It was Girls' Generation, The Boys, and I remember seeing the music video of when they released Dove in slow-mo and petals are falling down, and it's just like a very model-esque video, and then they break away into a sort of white black backdrop when a boys are and they just dance throughout the whole video, and it's very, very Britney coded.
Okay.
That was my first introduction to K-pop, but I never chased it up or followed it up. Me and my friend, that was the only video that we only ever knew.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was iconic. Girls' Generation have been there for a minute and they're still going. What about you? What is your introduction?
My one was Gangnam Style. That song came out in 2012, I believe, and I think it just took the world by storm. The music video won an MTV award. It was on the Billboard Hot 100. It was on the UK charts as well. And I think for a lot of people, we'd never really heard anything like it before. Half of it wasn't in English, so we were like, okay. And then there was the dance, Hoopa Gangnam Style, and the music video was just fun. I remember like even politicians were doing the dance. So yeah, for me it was just like, okay, this is new. But then, like you, I never really followed up with it. It was just like, okay, that was a cute song, nice.
I don't think anyone would want to follow up from Gangnam Style,
but it was different.
It was different, but that doesn't represent K-pop to me.
Really? But that was my first introduction.
Yeah, that was the first introduction. Yeah. I think what I'm trying to say is that song was so outlandish and very different from the typical K-pop stuff that
I think it's different to the K-pop stuff that we listen to now. But I think when K-pop first came out, I think it was more like that.
I disagree.
It was
K-pop
more like, they were more like characters. Like if you watch the early music videos of Big Bang, they were all playing different characters and like one was fire, one was sand and all this kind of stuff. I think now the K-pop generations, these second and third generations, they're more clean in their images.
Yes.
And I think that's the change from when these first groups came out to now.
I think they were clean for a long period of time, but they're not clean anymore. BLACKPINK. Now, I really want to touch on BLACKPINK because their solo careers have really, really intrigued me in the way that they've kind of infiltrated the mainstream sound in America. So you have Rosé, where she has a song that has over 1 billion streams on YouTube, Apata with Bruno Mars.
Yeah, that's such a good song.
Came out of nowhere though.
Apata, apata, apata.
Brilliant song. Don't get it twisted. Brilliant song, but it came out of nowhere.
Kissy face.
And that's a massive collab. And then you also have...
But a lot of these K-pop stars have been doing like big collabs.
Yeah.
BTS, Meg Thee Stallion.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say though.
Monster X, French Montana.
Why couldn't they collab with other big K-pop artists from their own industry?
Because they're trying to crack the American market. It benefits both parties.
Yes, because I guess American artists or UK artists get bigger in the more K-pop sphere, but they don't make K-pop music. Now, obviously, we have Jennie, who released her album Ruby, and it has collaborations with Dua Lipa, Handlebars. We have...
Dua Lipa's collabed with a lot of K-pop artists, actually, so...
Who else did she collab with?
She did a song, Physical.
Physical's a solo single.
No, but she did a remix. She's got K-pop artist be on a remix.
So there's Rosé, then there's Jennie. She also released a duet with Doechii as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Lisa. Lisa released her album Alter Ego, and she has a single with both Ray and Doja Cat on the same single. She has a single with Rosalia as well. And I think, for me, most of them are black artists. Now, why is it the big black artists that have accepted collaborations with the K-pop sort of model? And is it because K-pop have always taken influence from African American artists, which I truly believe is the case? Bruno Mars, Doechii, Tyler, Doja.
I think when you look at when you're from America or the Western world, to you, R&B is different to pop, is different to rock, is different to pop. We see them as separate genres. But when you're from the outside looking in, to you, they're just all American. So they might not necessarily see it as, oh, we're urbanizing. It's just we're trying to crack the American the American market, and these are the artists that are big at the time. So we're going to collab with them.
So you don't think they're naturally influenced by black artists and black music?
I don't think it's that they're thinking we're influenced by black people, let's capitalize on it. I don't think they're seeing it as that. They're just seeing as this is what's hot in America right now, and we're going to jump on the bandwagon.
So how come they've always said the N-word in their raps? BLACKPINK, there's videos online of at least 3 of the members saying nigger in the raps, in the music.
And that's my point. That proves my point. They don't understand the nuances of the N-word. To them, it's just, oh, all the rappers are saying it. All the people that are big in America are saying it. So I clearly can say it too. Obviously,
so they were influenced by that kind of genre, by American music, by American artists. That's what I'm trying to say. The influence has always been there for them to be saying the N-word consistently.
I don't think they're influenced. I just think they think that's what's cool.
Really?
So we're gonna do it too.
Really?
Yeah, because if something else now comes and takes over, I think they're gonna jump on that bandwagon as well.
I genuinely think that K-pop is influenced by black music. And you can hear it in their sound.
But I don't think it's influence. I think they're just seeing what works, what they think is good, and they're going to do it. They're just copying it.
They've been copying it for years.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
We literally just said, when you look at the history of bands, there's always a rapper.
Yeah.
Whether it's a pop group or not, somebody's always doing some sort of rap. So they've just seen it and they're copying it. In my opinion, that's what I think.
I think it's more so now that some K-pop music now just sounds so much more westernized than it ever did before. And as I said, like back when I first discovered Girls' Generation, and they've stuck to their sound, which is very good. that was very pop, you know, like bring the boys back, very pop. But now groups are coming up with the kind of like Americanized twang, the black accent, as you should say.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just trying to link the fact that the Korean industry are influenced by the black and urban sound.
Just to go back to your point about, is it still K-pop? A lot of people are asking that question. A lot of these artists are no longer singing in English. A lot of them are singing with American accents. A lot of them are changing their style and their dressing to be more Americanized and westernized. A lot of them they're called global girl groups now, where if your members aren't even Korean, are you even a K-pop band? So that's another question. But to go back to your point about the blackfishing, you could call it blackfishing, the cultural appropriation, the braids in the hair, the locks in the hair, the mini twists in the hair,
the rapping.
I genuinely, and I'm not saying this is an excuse, because the internet is there. You can Google stuff. You can Google the history of how rap and R&B formed. But I genuinely think they're just looking at this and they're just seeing, oh, Meg Thee Stallion's hot and she does this. As a group, let's copy it and do the same thing. And they're not understanding the nuances behind it. And I think it's going to become a problem later on, because
Really?
because I know a lot of girls, black girls, that grew up listening to K-pop. And a lot of them have said that, like, oh, when we watch these TV shows, we love these bands, we love these artists. But then they'll make weird jokes about, like, I remember one, I was reading this article, and this girl was saying that she was watching a show, and then one of the contestants was asked to describe how she thought a black man would talk. And she was doing and she was like, as a black person who's such a fan of your genre, and this is your interpretation of black people, like, am I a dickhead? So
it's all very surface.
Yeah. I think appreciate black music, appreciate black culture, 100%. But do your research and understand what it is you're doing. Like, this goes back to the whole thing where Kylie Jenner called it boxer braids. If that's what you want to put on your head, calm, but at least call it what it is. So I think with these K-pop artists and bands or whatever using black influence, it's going to come and bite them in the foot if one of them now goes and calls somebody else the N-word to their face.
The proof is already in the pudding. As I've been saying, the girls have been caught saying the N-word in their raps and stuff. I mean, yeah, obviously it's different saying it to their face, but the word is still being used. And I also would just like to echo, like, just doubling back on the K-pop infiltration in Western music. Again, with BLACKPINK and all their solo careers, they've all collabed with high-profile black African-American artists, including Ray, who's obviously from the UK. But is this a marketing ploy, or do they actually respect these artists in their own right to collaborate with them? Because each and every one of them have massive collabs with these big, it didn't come out of nowhere. They didn't just pull it out of their arse or be like, oh, hey, I respect you. Can we make music? Yeah, let's do it. No, it's all orchestrated. Not only that, they've all released their solo albums. Now they've come back as BLACKPINK. Jump, their new single, has over 100 million streams in 2 weeks?
It's a good song.
It's a very good song.
And the music video is sick. And everyone's doing it like... I like the story of the music video where the song is so good, everyone's banging their head, literally killing themselves because it's such a good song.
It's amazing. It's a brilliant song, brilliant visual, brilliant treatment. Now they're on tour, everyone's saying that they just look lazy and incohesive on tour, and I've seen videos and they do look lazy and incohesive. They're not given the same amount of energy. Do they want to be in a group anymore, or do you just want to be solo artists in your own right? I don't know, because as K-pop artists you don't really break through as a solo star. It's only now that since BTS that they've really been infiltrating the Western market as solo artists in their own right, taking the influence of black music. I said what I said. I truly believe that's the case. Just the proof is in the pudding with all their collaborations and producers and everything.
I think it's just calculated.
Of course.
It's just a very calculated move, and it's not necessarily a bad thing because it benefits these artists they're collabing with as well.
Mhm.
Like when Meg did Watashi wa Star,
Huh.
I think maybe I don't know if the Korean people knew of her before, but they definitely did after that song. So it's working in both their benefits. Now,
she does.
Now I was gonna say Meg really likes
She does like Korean gaming,
culture and things like that.
In
so
that
now,
music video, she's dressing up as fighting game characters.
Exactly. So now when she does that, are we gonna say she's cultural appropriating?
No.
Why can't we keep the same energy for her?
Because there is no energy for her. She
No,
genuinely likes this.
Okay,
stuff.
maybe BLACKPINK genuinely likes braids in their hair. Maybe Lisa wants to have braids all the time. Maybe Lisa wants to be a rapper.
Yeah, but you're not African American.
So?
And yeah, Megan Thee Stallion isn't Korean, but then that's like me saying I can't play Tekken or Street Fighter because I'm not Japanese.
But that's what I'm saying. We can't have the same energy for one and not have it for the other. Why is
But then one of them is this is media digestion. Gaming is gaming culture digestion. It isn't necessarily me growing up in the village back in 1889 where I can draw games in the sand, and just because I'm not from that culture, I can't do that. That's a stupid analogy, but you see what I'm saying?
No, but what I'm saying is though, like if it's okay for Meg Thee Stallion to really ride for Korean culture, she dresses up as them. She like even the way she does her makeup, her eye makeup, it's all Korean inspired.
Is that from her makeup artist though, or is it just her?
I don't know, but as in it's on her face, so she's clearly co-signed it.
Do you think it's?
But what I'm saying is, if it's okay for her to do Korean-inspired makeup, why is it not okay for them to do
Has she said it's Korean-inspired makeup though, or are you just saying that? I'm
just saying. But okay, Korean-inspired outfits or Korean-inspired visuals. Why is it's okay for her to do that? But if Lisa wants to do braids or Lisa wants to rap, why is it a problem?
Lisa has changed her skin tone so many times throughout her career. She used to look dark and now she's really pale.
They have different standards of beauty. For them, pale is attractive, but in the Western world, it's not. So they're blackfishing.
Yeah, but I
feel like
I see what you're saying.
There's pros and cons to each. We're playing devil's advocate here.
There is. So Meg Thee Stallion having a Japanese artist, Yuki Chiba, in her music video and on the song Mamushi, is it cultural appropriation or does she respect the art of Japanese culture and just Asian culture in general to have had him on the song and bring a different level, a different vibe, a different energy that she couldn't have just had on her own? Or she had Stormzy on the song. Stormzy can't bring that.
Yeah, but Stormzy's not Japanese.
But then Megan's also independent. This didn't come from a label.
Yeah.
If it was a label orchestrated, then fine. But Megan has been independent ever since.
We'll never know. We're not in those rooms when those talks are happening.
I will dress up as Jin Kazama from Tekken because I love Tekken. I love the game. Would I say I love the culture? I don't know too much about the culture, about Japanese culture, but I've met the director, the creator of the game, and I respect him. It's the game that I respect. So yeah, I guess, as you said, like when it comes to these K-pop artists taking influence from black culture, because they see their favorite Beyonce having braids, they're like, oh, I want to have braids too. But do you know the culture and the history of braids and the protective style that it is? Whereas you can't say the same thing about a game. It's a game. Yes, it's focused on, let's say, I'm talking primarily fighting games like Street Fighter, Tekken, SNK. They're all forms of martial arts. So yeah, it's real.
But martial arts is their culture.
Yeah, it is culture. But there's loads of different types of martial arts. There's even boxing in it as well. Do you know what I mean? And it's all in one gaming package.
Yeah, so it's like...
Not to say that I don't think they're stealing anyone's culture. If anything, they're highlighting culture through a game.
Fair.
And it's not just Japanese characters. Yes, it's made by Japanese people, but then when it comes to Mortal Kombat, it's made by Ed Boon. Ed Boon is an Asian.
So is he cultural appropriating?
I don't think he's cultural appropriating because there's loads of different cultures throughout the whole game. But then they also have people on the team and the board that are cultured.
Okay. I mean, there's pros. You can look at it from both ways. I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. I'm
No,
not
of
saying
course.
what I'm saying is wrong.
Mm.
But I think in this
I am
music,
right.
in this music industry, it's all a money making game. So it's who's gonna bring in the most money. And unfortunately, sometimes culture appropriating does that.
The Stray Kids, they're a massive boy band out at the moment. I think Stray Kids have kind of filled the void of BTS because BTS have taken a hiatus because of enlistment. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
So obviously in Korea, you have to enlist in the army for like a good couple years.
In a lot of countries, you have to do that. And you have to do it by a certain age. Otherwise, you get in trouble.
Go on.
I was going to say, in Nigeria, they have something like that called National Youth Service.
NSAS!
Yeah. So it's actually a lot of people say it's really fun. So you only do 2 weeks of, I don't know, military training, but the rest of the time you're meant to give back to the country. So they can post you anywhere in the country. And it's usually within a field that you've studied in or field that you're interested in. And then you'll either work as a teacher or you'll work in like the government or you work in some sort of like public office. And I think it's great. It gives people a sense of, a sense of being useful to your country. So I think it's great. They should bring it back to the UK. It used to be a thing here as well.
Well, I guess our equivalent of that is now doing jury service.
No, it's not the same. Every country also has jury service. It's like for the young people.
I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I've never done it.
Oh.
I don't think I want to do it because what if you get a case that's going on for like months and months and months?
I'm really emotional. I think I just cry like hearing the details. I'm so emotional, can't lie. As a man, I'm very emotional. I probably just cry. No, you didn't stop.
But anyway, what were you going to say about Stray Kids?
Stray Kids filled the void of BTS, and I think that's why they're as massive these days for them to sell out Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Their music is decent as well. Not something I would listen to, but I think it is quite decent. But I think when you even just reading these names on a laptop screen, TXT, New Jeans, Stray Kids, I only see them AESPA. How do you pronounce it? Is it aespa? I actually know. I just see the group. I don't see individuality. I don't think of their individual accounts or their individual look. When you see BLACKPINK, now I see them as individuals because of their individual albums that they've released in this modern decade. And because of how the big things that they've done. Lisa being the first K-pop singer to perform at the Academy Awards or the Oscars. She's the first one to do that, BLACKPINK being the first group to headline at Coachella. Now I see them as individuals. BTS, there's only some of them I see as individuals, like Jungkook or Jin or J or V. Now I sort of see them as individuals because of what they've done in the mainstream kind of world. Whereas the majority of K-pop artists, I just see the group. Stray Kids, I couldn't name you one individual. I just know what they look like. So I think, having your own personality and trying to show that through social media and stuff, do their labels allow that as much? Or as we discussed earlier on in the episode, they're so uniform and so focused in creating the group to be in its own right, that being a solo artist kind of takes away from that. You know how there's always that one group, there's that one bitch, there's that one star, there's that one it girl, there's that one it boy.
Well, I think in a way they do kind of have like the lead vocalist and they'll have the rebel, but all within the cohesiveness of the group. So
the leader of the group, because they actually do have leaders.
Yeah, so, but as in that person still has to align with the group values. They're not allowed to just be completely, rebellious and be their own person.
Do you know who the leader of Cat's Eye is?
I don't think they have a leader.
They do.
Who?
They have a leader.
What,
Sophia.
Megan? Oh.
Sophia is the leader of the group, but I don't know what leading she's doing.
Why do you think Sophia is the leader of the group?
I don't think. I know.
No, but as in what makes, like, why are you saying it's her?
Because they said it's her.
What, as in they said
yes.
Sophia is the leader?
Yeah, she's the leader of the group. Cat's Eye leader is the appointed leader. Sophia, a member of group Cat's Eye, is the appointed leader.
But did they open their mouths and say...
Yes, babe. She's the leader of the group, of the whole group. It's a thing. Like they all have leaders and stuff like that, which is really interesting. So there's always a leader in that kind of spearheads the group or is the face of the group. But Cat's Eye, I don't see Sophia as the leader of the group or like the face of the group. I see them all as individuals because yes, they are a global majority girl group, but Sophia's from the Philippines, Yuche's from Korea. For Cat's Eye, like before I like really knew who they were, I thought there were 3 of them were K-pop. This is me showing my prejudices here. But I thought they were Korean and then 3 global girls. But no, they're all from different places. And I think that is why I don't see them as just one. I see them as individuals. And obviously they have their own pages and stuff and they do communicate and show off their personalities and stuff. But with the cohesiveness of their performances, you can't fault it. They are as one. No one is shining more than the other. I mean, well, they are. Some of them are better dancers. Some of them are better singers. Daniela and Megan are dancers of the group. Lara's an all-rounder. Manon is the face of the group. Sophia is the singer of the group. Yunche is the cute young one, which is also a great dancer as well.
But I think with Cat's Eye, they did that on purpose, though, because they want them to be a global girl group. They want them to have fans all over the world. Even when they were doing their competition, you could see like, oh, the whole of Philippines was behind Sophia. So I think that was a purposeful thing. But that brings me back to my point. Can we still call it K-pop when it's not? There's only one person in there that's Korean. The rest are from...
But they're not a K-pop band, are they?
Yeah, global girl group.
K-pop Demon Hunter. Wow. What a film. What a film. Blending anime... Yeah, blending
music.
Anime, K-pop, music, the culture of Korea, and the sort of mysteries of anime into one film that is universal and appealable to everybody in the world. Their song Golden is number 4 on the Billboard charts right now. No, it's number 4 in the UK charts right now. Billboard, it is the top 10. And the music is catchy. The music is great and it can sing really, really well. And I enjoyed the film. I really enjoyed the film. It was a really nice Sunday watch for me, I think.
It was a sweet storyline. It was just good natured, had a nice ending. It was all about sisterhood and forgiving yourself. But the vocals on the tracks were so clean. And I like that they moved away from, I guess, what we consider the older generation of K-pop music, where it's all cutesy, high-pitched voices. Like, a lot of the vocals were a bit more deeper.
They had more depth.
They had more, like, what's the word I'm looking for?
More bass to it, more weight to it.
Not tenor? Like,
girls, no, more alto.
More alto. Not quite baritone, but just more...
Baritone's for boys.
Yeah, but that's it. So not baritone, but...
So soprano, alto, they had more alto voices. Yeah, no, I agree. Why was K-pop Demon Hunter, why is it so successful? What do you think it is? Is it because K-pop, again, has infiltrated the Western market and is that big that it was automatically going to do well? Could it have done well 10 years ago? I
think it appeals to kids and whatever.
But adults are watching it. I recommend it to me by adults.
If your kids are watching it, by virtue as an adult, you're going to watch it.
But then why is K-pop for kids?
I don't think K-pop's for kids, but what I'm saying is that's a gateway to getting in. And then as people grow, they're going to grow up liking K-pop. So it just follows through. That's
interesting that you tailor it to kids. I don't even tailor it to kids.
I thought, no, this film, I think, was tailored to kids. Yeah, to me, this film was tailored to kids. But it's a good family film. Like, the whole family can enjoy it.
I see why I would say that. Like, when my sister was growing up, she'd watch a lot of, like, Barbie princess animation movies and films like that. And obviously Winx, cartoon, but now it's a anime. But I genuinely do think that adults are also spearheading its success as well. Because... it is K-pop. K-pop Demon Hunter. I will not let my kids watch anything that has demon in the name. Demon Hunter, what the fuck?
Yeah, but demons aren't scary.
No. But imagine you're a kid. Oh, I don't want my kid watching that. Demon Hunter. No, this is the Christian household. No, this is a XYZ household. I don't think I would take my kids to watch something that has a demon in it if I didn't know the actual context of it. As an adult, you'd have to watch it first. And to be fair, as I said, this was introduced to me by adults. Loads of adults.
Who told you to watch it?
Adults, my colleagues.
Really?
You need to watch K-pop Demon Hunter, guys. It's so good. I was like, what do you mean? I've never heard of it at all.
Are they Gen Z?
No, one of them's 36.
Oh.
One of them is about 33.
Okay, interesting.
It's more adults than I think kids that are interested in it. And I genuinely think it's because of the music. And the visuals aren't that young. Like the context of the film was actually quite older.
They had more mature themes. I mean, I think the general theme was, we're a girl group, sisterhood, we're going to save the planet from these demons. That to me is quite young. It's a bit childish.
We should never lose our youth though.
Yeah, but I guess the other themes where the half demon girl was kind of having feelings for the demon boy, and then he was, having guilt over leaving his family when he got convinced to by the king demon to leave them behind. So it has some adult themes, and even the half demon girl, how she was told to hide who she is. So I think people can relate to those kind of storylines, which is what made it more mature.
It kind of
spoiler alert, by the way.
Kind of sounds a bit more like Attack on Titan.
Yeah,
very much like Attack on Titan, in my opinion. Mikasa fancied Eren.
Yeah.
And he tried to hide away who he was until he saw the future when he touched the princess's hand and he saw the rumbling and everything, and he became evil. And even by the very last moment when she was about to chop his head off, he saw her as beautiful and gorgeous. Like there was no like mud or anything from the war. But then in actuality, she was very dirty from killing all the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still quite childish in the love aspects and the youthfulness aspects of it in a mature kind of concept.
But to me, Attack on Titan was so like political.
Deranged. Yeah, very political.
Like as in a group of people that are ostracized because of who they are, like genetically. I think if you can't relate to that in some form or way, like it was
ethnic cleansing.
Yeah. That's basically what it was.
What did Eren's brother try to do? He tried to make sure that the people of Paradis couldn't
he
bear
wanted
any
to
children.
sterile them, yeah.
That's fucked up.
You want to sterilize a whole group of people.
In an anime?
But the thing is, people have tried to do that in the real world, so it's not anything that hasn't happened in history. That's why I love Attack on Titan. It challenges your thought processes. The group in Demon Hunter, the girls, they're not a real group, are they?
No.
Oh, they should form a group. I would listen to their music.
They're like real singers.
Yeah,
real
but they're
singers
not
and
an actual
actresses.
group, yeah.
No. But maybe the band could be a real band. Like when Timbaland tried to create that AI artist.
Oh, as in make them an AI group.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
It's an anime group.
Yeah.
Sort of like, oh my God, do you remember this on Cartoon Network? There was only like 2 episodes. We are the V-Birds. That's who we are.
Oh, yeah, I remember them.
Virtuality.
I thought they were an actual band.
They were supposed to be.
So what happened to them? This was on Tiny Pop.
Was it Cartoon Network as well, I'm sure. We are the V-Birds. That's who we are. I'm not an ordinary girl. Yes! Of this world.
Oh yeah, they were like these aliens.
It was Cartoon Network. And this song went to number 21 on the charts in 2003. What are your final thoughts?
I'm really happy that I did a deep dive into this genre, and I think I'm gonna listen to more. What are your thoughts?
You know me, I love my girl bands. I'm always going to ride for my girl bands. But I do want to dive more into the boy bands like Stray Kids, BTS, TXT. I do want to delve more into them. But overall, I still do think that they're very influenced by Western culture. nowadays as opposed to how it was back in the day.
Leave a comment about your favourite K-pop moments. Put us on, tell us, things that we may have missed as well. So that is us signing out. Sync the beats.
Yep, you can find us on our socials at Sync the Beat Pod, and you can find us on all streaming services at Sync the Beat. And personal handles, Alex Akawa.
At Aratopsy on everything.
Signing out.